If you're successful,
Якщо ти,
is Tyson Fury on your radar to become undisputed?
якщо бій вдасться, чи Тайсон Ф'юрі в тебе на шляху до абсолюту?
Дай Бог, щоб так трапилось.
With the help of God, it would
Тайсон
happen.
каже, що він не хоче зі мною боксувати, тому що я не його рівня чи ще щось. Він мене боїться.
Tyson says that he doesn't want to box me, fight me, because I'm not of his level. That's because he's afraid of me.
Ooh.
He wants 500 million.
Він хоче 500 мільйонів.
Він шуткує.
He's probably kidding.
500 лямів? Хто йому дасть 500 лямів?
500 million. Who would give him 500 million?
Я теж хочу 500.
Those are the words of Oleksandr Usyk once again, as he says that Tyson Fury's afraid of him. He doesn't want to fight him. He's not on his level. And let's talk about that for a minute. What do we know about Tyson Fury in regards to Oleksandr Usyk? What has Tyson Fury said about Usyk? Okay, he said that he's a blown-up middleweight or a blown-up cruiserweight. He's only had one fight, which he's had 3 in the heavyweight division. He tap dances. He didn't hurt Anthony Joshua at all. He also said a couple years ago, mind you, a couple years ago, maybe it was last year. Okay, I could be chronologically off. But I know he said that he doesn't want Oleksandr Usyk to fight Anthony Joshua because he feels that Oleksandr Usyk will take his pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. If you guys can remember, that is exactly what he said. He was with Frank Warren. I forget who. I think it was a Queensberry conference or whatever, and I think they were trying to get the Joshua fight or whatever, but that's exactly what Tyson Fury said. So if you look at all that, if you look at all the things that he said about Oleksandr Usyk, what would you expect Oleksandr Usyk to think of Tyson Fury for not wanting to fight him? Let's look at it this way. You guys can remember when Tyson Fury came back to the sport in 2018, and he came back and his thing was, well, I came back to defend the UK because Anthony Joshua was afraid to fight Deontay Wilder. I called out Deontay Wilder for a fight. That's why all of a sudden that he was able to fight Deontay Wilder, which was shitty, over Dillian White, which was the WBC interim champion. You guys remember that? And then he fought him, and Tyson Fury told everyone that I chose Deontay Wilder because I knew I could beat him. I knew he was a one-trick pony. I know that he hasn't really fought any legitimate people. And if he's able to catch me with that right hand, I don't need to be in. If he is able to knock me out, he did say catch me with that right hand, I don't need to be in the sport of boxing. He said all those things about Deontay Wilder as well. But he did get caught with that damn right hand, and he did go down a number of times, 4 times in their 3 fights together. But with Oleksandr Usyk, it's like, well, he's not on my level. Well, obviously, nobody's on your level, Tyson. If you chose Deontay Wilder, a guy that only had 1 trick, and you called him out. So if you could call him out, why don't you call out Usyk? Why don't you then say, you know what? None of you motherfuckers are on my level, but then this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you why you're not on my level, just like I showed Deontay Wilder, and I gave him many opportunities, and that's what it is, and that's why I am who I am. See, that's the thing about Tyson Fury that I don't understand. So when you do hear Oleksandr Usyk say those things, he believes it. He's scared of me. Because any logical man will say, okay, this guy's talking a gang of shit about me. He's calling me small. He's calling me little. He's saying I can't hit. He's saying I don't belong in the division. Wait 10, 15 years in the division, then come see me. Like, oh, but I'm older than you. What is that person going to think? I mean, realistically, What would Oleksandr Usyk say otherwise? Now you can say he's full of ish, but no. You know, he just factor in, okay, well, you know, he's scared of me because he doesn't want to fight me. He wants 500 million. And if he knows that it's only one fight that could possibly happen, and that's not probably with Usyk, and never will be Usyk. But for 500 million Tyson Fury people, no one's going to give him that amount of money to fight anybody. Sad to say, but it's not going to happen. The highest grossing fighter now for a fight-by-fight basis is Anthony Joshua. But if he gets beat again, that goes away. So the cash cow element of the heavyweight division, and really all of boxing except Canelo, just goes away by defeat from another fighter that takes the credibility from that guy that was the cash cow. Counterpunch. So if he's thinking that, hey, you know, I want 500 million, everybody has a price, like, hey, okay. But at the end of the day, why would you want so much to fight someone that is not on your level? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Oleksandr Usyk saying that Tyson Fury is afraid of me. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.